ever seen a family photo and thought it was just an ordinary snapshot? Well, what if I told you that this family is anything but ordinary? They own castles, banks, hospitals, wineries, and more. Some even say they control global politics and possess a mind-boggling $2 trillion in assets around the world. So, who are these people? They are the Rothschild family, and their story goes back to 5 brothers who built one of the most powerful dynasties in the world. The Rothschilds, originally a Jewish family from the ghetto, began their incredible journey in 18th century Frankfurt. They opened banks across Europe, amassing immense wealth and becoming one of the richest families of their time. They weren't just a family. They were a network of 44 closely connected houses. They also invested in land, forging bonds with influential leaders and business magnates. Throughout their history, the Rothschilds have been the subject of countless conspiracy theories and myths, from talk of a new world order to accusations of depopulation and genocide. But who are these enigmatic figures? The Rothschilds are known for their extreme secrecy, rarely discussing their affairs in public. This has only fueled speculation about their influence and power. But why have the Rothschilds garnered so much attention? And how did they achieve such success? To find answers, we must journey back to the 18th century, the foundation of their banking dynasty, and the birth of their legendary myths. The Rothschild story is a remarkable ascent from the Frankfurt ghetto to the pinnacle of European banking. Mayor Amschel Rothschild and his wife gave birth to 10 children, 5 sons and 5 daughters. But life for the Rothschilds, like other Jews of the time, was riddled with restrictions. They were confined to the poorest parts of town, subjected to rampant anti-Semitism, and forbidden from engaging in many professions. With limited options, Mayor Amschel became a coin dealer, and it soon became clear he had a natural talent for the business. As his reputation grew, so did the family's prosperity. They gradually left the ghetto, joining the upper middle class, and Mayor Amschel even managed the Crown Prince's finances, specializing in government bonds. Selling these bonds provided governments with the funds they needed for wars and investments. Mayor Amschel passed on his knowledge to his sons, and one of them, Nathan, was sent to England. This turned out to be a pivotal decision. But before we delve into Nathan's role in making the Rothschild name famous, let's acknowledge the inspiration for this story: Neil Ferguson's book, The House of Rothschild, which delves into the family's history and its interaction with political elites. Nathan, with considerable knowledge and capital from the prince, opened the first Rothschild bank in London, making history. But he wasn't alone in building their financial empire. He was joined by 4 equally ambitious brothers who aimed not just to continue their father's success, but to take it to new heights. Together, they hatched the idea of establishing a network of banks across Europe, which would later make them fabulously wealthy. Jacob followed in Nathan's footsteps by founding a Rothschild bank in Paris, and the Frankfurt Bank passed into the hands of Amschel Mayer. 3 years later, Solomon established a bank in Vienna, while Kalman set up one in Naples. Despite their geographical separation, the brothers acted as a united front, pooling their resources and supporting one another. This collaborative approach to banking paid off and catapulted the Rothschild family to legendary status. Their bank became the largest in Europe, dominating the international bond market and aiding governments in times of crisis. Their financial empire continues to this day through the existence of Rothschild & Co., one of the world's largest independent financial institutions. But this is just the beginning of their story. The Rothschilds' success did not go unnoticed, and they became a target for propaganda. Yet, they persevered and continued to build their fortune, evolving a family tradition. This included making use of a complex communication network, written in Hebrew script, and frequently exchanging valuable information. Nathan Rothschild's office in London was a major powerhouse in the family's operations, and it was during his time that an historic event occurred. In 1813, during the war against France, Nathan played a vital role in financing the British war effort. When General Wellington ran out of gold to pay his troops, the English treasury turned to Nathan. This presented a golden opportunity to establish his reputation as a trusted banker. The Rothschilds' ability to leverage their extensive network set them apart. They not only earned commissions of up to 8% on their deals, but also made revolutionary profits by exploiting different exchange rates across Europe. They practically invented large-scale arbitrage trading, allowing them to make astonishing returns without risk. Nathan's trading prowess made him one of the richest people in Europe. They continued to accumulate wealth by financing major infrastructure projects like high-speed railways, Their reach and influence grew exponentially, with each brother leading their respective banks in different European cities. They played an influential role in various historical events, from Suez Canal shares to funding the first oil well of the Old World. The Rothschilds were known for their unwavering power and the ability to survive and thrive for generations, which left experts marveling at their unique qualities. A key aspect of the Rothschild legacy was their family-focused strategy, which aimed to keep their business away from outsiders. They adhered to a strict policy of selective marriage among family members to prevent strangers from influencing their operations. This policy ensured that their wealth remained within the family. Despite some branches of the family dissolving due to a lack of male heirs, they never gave up. They are the Rothschilds after all. Today, they have transformed into a modern global entity, holding financial interests through publicly listed financial holding companies, including French and British branches. Their business scope extends beyond banking, encompassing asset management, consulting, and diversified investments. But their wealth goes further, including mansions, yachts, art collections, and vineyards. The exact extent of their riches remains shrouded in mystery due to their media-shy nature, making them a fertile ground for conspiracy theories. Though we can't confirm these theories, one thing is certain: the Rothschilds are a remarkable family whose financial and cultural influence persists to this day. The current head of the British branch, Jacob Rothschild, often sparks intrigue due to his connections with influential figures like former US President Bill Clinton. However, we must base our understanding on facts and critical thinking rather than unsubstantiated rumors. The Rothschild story is an example of how massive wealth and influence can be maintained through generations, leaving a lasting legacy. Do you want to learn more about the secret billionaires? Watch how there are secret billionaires around the world.